Johnson Nunu, thank you. Very good seeing you again.
Thank you.
Well, bottom line, whether the Democrats eventually get in line with the White House on the tax hikes or hold their own ground, Arizona Republican John Shadegg says, for the sake of the economy, hopes they do hold their ground. They do get the folks to change their mind in power. I don't know that's going to happen, though, sir. I think the read I'm getting from the leadership, if Joe Biden is any indication of that, if Harry Reid is any indication of that, Nancy Pelosi is any indication of that, it ain't happening.
I don't think that Pelosi will listen or look at the factors that Johnson Nunu was just talking about. She has proven very clearly that she is an ideologue. She has a set of philosophical beliefs which are anti-capitalist, anti-free market, anti-economy, and she's going to pursue those no matter what. She not only does not stand in the center of the Democrat conference, she stands outside the left edge of it. And
no doubt, but then if they want her to get them off the plank and at least say, yes, we're going to hike tax on the rich, we're just going to delay it a year, how suicidal would that be for her? Or is she so entrenched and encamped in the do-it-now area that it won't happen?
I'm trying to say that she is, I believe, so entrenched that it will not happen. First of all, you need to understand, she does not care about conservative Democrats. She was elected by the more liberal wing of her conference, and quite frankly, if she loses a handful of conservative Democrats, that's all the better. Those are conservative Democrats, are the Democrats that would not have voted for her for Speaker. They would have voted for Steny Hoyer. So if they lose, so what? In addition to which, she genuinely believes, and as she's clearly demonstrated at this point in time, extremely strong-willed, that these tax cuts for the rich are evil, and that, in point of fact, she doesn't really care about anybody's argument that says that repealing them or reinstituting the taxes.
Fair enough. Your point is well taken, and I agree with that, but I don't see her changing. So let me just ask you bluntly.
Yeah.
All this bubbling talk that the tax cuts for the rich will stay another year, you think it's going nowhere?
Well, I think that will happen. They'll stay another year only if her will is overborne by the conference, and I don't think the chances of that are very high. There are things we should be doing to stimulate this economy, but they're none of the things she wants to do. We ought to be going beyond extending the Bush tax cuts. We ought to be looking at the fact that we have the second highest corporate tax rate in the world. That is discouraging investment in this nation. We have a regulatory policy that has created disincentives for job creation here. We have billions of dollars sitting on the sidelines on corporate books where business just says we're not willing to invest right now because of the uncertainty. We're going to get a clear message from the election, but I think the debate within the House will be between the hard left and the conservatives will be carried by the hard left.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And you actually know what you're talking about, so that should give you some pause. But, Congressman, thank you very, very much. Good seeing you again.
My pleasure.
Well, it kind of makes you wonder about old Joe in this whole battle, right? The vice president clearly unmoved by this delay in the tax hike talk. In fact, far from moderating his view on the rich, he has now come to call them the